So Kurt Halverson here with HomeTown Credit Union. And once again, I'm joined by our debit card specialist / debit card fairy, Jazz Gallagher. And today, Jazz, what are we going to talk about?
We are talking about tech support scams.
Oh, tell us more.
So everybody's seen a pop-up on their computer before. And most people have seen the pop-up that says you need to scan your computer for virus protection.
Sure.
If you have a good virus software, it does that for you. You can run it if you have trouble, but usually it's going to take care of your computer by itself.
Okay, so it's running in the background, just doing what it needs to do.
It is doing its work, and you don't have to do a whole lot with it unless you really have a problem.
Okay.
Well, sometimes you get a pop-up that looks really threatening and it gets your heart pumping a little bit and says your computer is at risk.
Sure.
Your information has been stolen, and they've got a phone number on it.
Oh, interesting.
And of course we want to trust it because it's our computer. It's in our home. We want that to be something that we can trust. Unfortunately, a lot of times when you call that number, it's a scammer looking to gain remote access to your personal information.
Yeah, yep. And again, as we've talked about with some of these other scam topics, the scammers are trying to play on your emotions, right? We use computers for so many different business and personal things, whether it be online banking, business email, uploading photos from our family vacations and special memories and things like that. We want to make sure it stays safe, and the criminals know that, so they try to capitalize on it.
Oh yeah, and they sound very legitimate. They sound like they know what they're talking about. They use a lot of jargon.
Sure.
That maybe you wouldn't understand. So you think, yep, they know more than I do.
Oh, and so you're going to trust them.
Yes. And unfortunately, a lot of these scammers are going to try to get you to let them have remote access to your computer.
Okay.
And once they've got remote access to your computer, they have access to everything you do.
Oh, interesting.
If you have your password saved for your online banking, they can log right into your online banking there and start sending themselves money.
Wow. It's amazing how that can open up a Pandora's box.
It really does.
I've also heard about people that fall victim to this and then have ransomware installed on their computer.
Oh, yes.
Can you tell us a little bit more about ransomware?
So ransomware is going to take all of your information as you're putting it in.
So like those family photos that we've talked about.
Someone is now watching everything that you're doing, and they have access to everything that you do and everything new that you upload.
Yep. And then sometimes what they'll do is they'll say, hey, I've got all of your information, your documents, your homework assignments, you know, those family photos and things. I'll give them back to you if you pay me a certain amount of money.
And unfortunately, this even happens to minors.
Sure.
I've spoken with a few people who thought they met someone online.
Oh, interesting.
And gave them access to all of their personal photos, sometimes compromising photographs or emails, and then they're going to try to blackmail you.
Sure, sure. So you cannot be too safe when it comes to things related to your computer, being online and whatnot. What advice would you have for people to help themselves stay safe?
If you are concerned and you think your computer may have been compromised, may have a problem, go to a legitimate repair shop.
Sure.
There are family-owned computer repair businesses, or if you shop at Best Buy, I have Geek Squad for my devices. And if I have a problem, I can go talk to a person.
Yeah, yep, absolutely. A lot of those experts have seen it all and they can help you out. So it's best to be able to talk to somebody that can be face to face. And please know that companies like Microsoft are so large, they are not going to be calling you direct and saying, hey, you have a virus on your computer, you need to give us access so we can fix this. Watch out for pop-ups, watch out for suspicious emails, anything like that. Can't be too cautious.
There's a lot of ways to get into your computer, and unfortunately, there are less ways to get them out, and it's a lot harder than letting them in.
Mm-hmm. Now, earlier today, we were talking about a variety of online resources for great information to stay aware of current scams and how to protect yourself. Do you want to talk to us about a couple quick websites that people can check out?
My favorite is the FTC.
Yeah, ftc.gov.
They are fantastic. They have a lot of very up-to-date information about scams that are being run. The Better Business Bureau as well has some awesome articles and some really great statistics that will show you how different scams have evolved and become more common.
Who doesn't love statistics?
And it's interesting and horrifying.
And then we also talked about the AARP website. No matter your age demographic, there is a ton of great information about scam awareness on AARP's website.
Oh, yes. And all of these have resources for you if you've been a victim. They'll help you figure out who you need to report this to. And if you've got more ways to protect yourself going forward once your information has gotten out.
And of course, you can always call the non-emergency phone number for your local police or your friends at HomeTown Credit Union, and we'll be happy to help you as much as we can. All right, well, for another Money Minute, this has been Kurt Halverson with HomeTown Credit Union and Jazz Gallagher Debit Card Fairy, and we'll see you again soon.